What is going on YouTube? It is the WWEKobz 360 here, and of course as soon as I start the video, the sun comes down onto my room. Now I'm getting darker and darker and darker, and I'm really gonna have to fix this up right now. One moment guys, holy shit, that looks really bad. My god. Holy crap, let's hope that happens again, but I'm just going to continue talking because I might as well, and that was pretty funny. But continuing on, ever since WWE announced the big brand split, we're going back to the brand extension of 2002, people have been talking about two world titles. Does the WWE need two world titles again? Now first, let me clarify with you guys by giving you my answer. Yes, they do. Now of course, I'm going to go ahead and turn my phone on silent, but I can't find it, so let's hope it doesn't annoy you guys too much. But essentially, before we even talk about this, we need to ask, why did the brand split fail in the first place? Number one, lack of talent. I mean, slowly, the WWE started just pushing Cena, Orton, Batista to another extent. Like, they weren't keeping the talent equal on both shows. So most of the time, you had all the big dogs on Raw, and SmackDown had Edge and crap, CM Punk, like they all had good feuds and whatnot, but Raw was always the biggest show with the significantly bigger stars. And on top of that, they just made the world title when it was on SmackDown seem like crap, like it was irrelevant. But essentially, SmackDown died in the first place because it was seen as the B show. Now, of course, we all know that SmackDown is the B show. Regardless of what the WWE does, SmackDown will always be the B show. However, it's like the WWE went out of the way to make SmackDown look irrelevant. I mean, it was really bad, and of course, they had to end the brand split. However, look, if they go ahead and they split the brands again, which they are going to do in July, then they need to commit, like how they committed in the early Ruthless Aggression era between 2002 and 2007, 2008. That was the peak of the brand split. They need to actually make the brands equal, or at least appear to be equal. Now, how are they going to do this? Well, number one, they need two world titles. Now, I understand what people say and what they mean by, look, there should only be one top prize. There should be only one top championship. But that eliminates the entire point of the brand split. The entire point of the brand split to have two significant and unique and distinct rosters is to have two different avenues. It's like you're having two different WWEs, two different shows. That's the point of the brand split. Otherwise, if you only have the WWE World Heavyweight Championship on Raw, for example, then automatically SmackDown is useless. Or not useless, but automatically it's not as good as Raw. Now, of course, you may argue, well, shouldn't the World Heavyweight Champion, WWE World Heavyweight Champion, move between Raw and SmackDown? Then what's the point of the brand split if the champ can just go anywhere he wants? Like, that eliminates the entire point of it. When you introduce little, things like that where, oh, okay, he's the world champ, so he can go any brand he wants, it slowly eliminates and reduces the impact of something like a brand split. Because if that's happening, then what's the point of doing it, guys? Like, do you understand what I mean? Like, I get what everyone's saying, especially with the Divas Championship in particular. So not the Divas title, the Women's title. Like, there's not enough women to have two Women's Championships, and that's a shame, but it's the truth. And WWE can't even have one good women's feud outside the title. So, for now, in this current era, or in this current likelihood of women's wrestling, they need to only have one women's title, and it's going to have to be on Raw. It could be on SmackDown, but let's be honest, they're going to keep it on Raw. I mean, that's what they did, I believe, in the original brand split, so they'll just do it again. And SmackDown was mainly, bra and panties matches and shit like that. But getting back to the point, when you have two world titles and WWE makes them feel equal, if we have different brand pay-per-views, then there's more competition and less congestion. When you have one big title, obviously not everyone gets a shot at the world title. Now, of course, you might say, well, Cobbs, that's a good thing. Not everyone gets a shot at the world title. Well, yes, that is true, but at the same time, the WWE is doing a brand split. So it shouldn't really matter. Like, there's two different championships. Both championships, in theory, should have the same amount of prestige to it. it's still a world title. It's the top thing you can get. And then think about it, when we come to like SummerSlam, Survivor Series, or Royal Rumble, or WrestleMania, when you have that champion versus champion match, you have the two best from each brand colliding with each other. And it's going to be a big fight feel, a big match feel, because you're getting the two of the best in the company fighting each other or wrestling each other. So that's why, man. Now, once again, I do get where you guys are coming from, and it's not like it's gonna bother me if WWE doesn't bring back the second world title. I mean, they could easily elevate the IC title or elevate the US title and chuck it on SmackDown. But at the end of the day, it's not a world title. Like, you need that. You just need to have that second championship on SmackDown. If SmackDown is gonna have any kind of like good relevancy or people actually gonna care about it, then you need to have that world title on there. Now, of course, once again, people go out and say, well, Cobbs, SmackDown could be the wrestling show and Raw could be the entertainment show, where Raw has, you know, the World Heavyweight Championship and whatnot, and SmackDown has the hard workers, the good wrestlers. So they're talking about, you know, like introducing a Cruiserweight Championship or a Hardcore Championship. Yes, that would be, of course, a very good idea, but at the same time, there's still no world title, man. We need that world title. We need a legit like brand extension this time. Something actually like insane. Like, I'm really hoping WWE can pull this off, but given their track record like in the past 8 years, I'm not expecting anything very good. But look, we're just gonna have to see what happens. Hopefully when WWE does the draft, we actually have like a bit of parity. Like, I don't want Roman Reigns and John Cena to both be on Raw. One of them, has to go to SmackDown. I'd prefer Cena to actually go to SmackDown so it can really elevate that brand. Because let's be honest, guys, wherever Cena goes, he brings people, he brings money, he brings fans, and he elevates anything. I mean, look at when he had the US Championship, man. That open challenge. The guy elevated that title in an insane amount, and everyone knows. And of course, as soon as he dropped it, and we had like, of course, I wasn't actually watching wrestling by the time he dropped it, because I was out of wrestling, out of the loop for a little bit of time. But I hear that as soon as he dropped it, and then it kind of went through all these different people, and they got to Kalisto, like it just got on pre-shows and shit like that. Like, it's clear that whenever Cena has something, he elevates it up. So yeah, I'm really sorry, guys, for this constant change in like exposure and gain like in the video, but the sun is like moving all around and shit, and it's going through my blinds and all that, so I can't really get like a consistent thing, and it's like auto adjusting because I don't want it to go like all dark and crap randomly, and I'm gonna have to adjust it manually. But yeah, guys, that was pretty much the point of this video. I was just trying to push to you guys why they need 2 world titles, okay? Because at the end of the day, man, if we have 2 distinct brands, each brand has, you know, a world title, each brand has like a mid-card title and whatever, then that's good stuff. We have legit competition, and it's going to be special. SmackDown is going to be special. It's going to be something different, and Raw is also going to be special in its own way. And that would just be better, I guess. So look, guys, comment down below, tell me what you think. Of course, people are going to disagree with me. I don't mind. You're entitled to your own opinion. I'm entitled to my own opinion. This is a free world, and I'm just using my YouTube abilities to show you guys how I feel. So look, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and the Big K will see you later.